if you didn't sign at least, and that's minimum, if you didn't sign at least 3 people, whether it's a retail, a loyal, a distributor, then I want you to get into a small group where we're doing troubleshooting Zooms. I've done 2 of them so far, and 3 people have signed loyal customers within 24 hours of the troubleshooting Zoom. So what I'm doing in these small group Zooms is looking at your messages. And sometimes I'm seeing messages and I'm like, whoa, there's the problem. There lies the problem. You're saying way too much. You're going on and on and on. You're telling them stuff they did not ask you to tell them. So in these troubleshooting Zooms, we're going to figure out what you're doing. And I'm going to help you and make sure that your time is worth it and that you're getting people signing up from your messages. So starting tomorrow, 10 days in a row. Okay, it's going to be really fun. And then we'll see how that goes and maybe we'll do it again. But I'm really excited about this. So look for that on the team page. Also, we have a huge contest going on. I just want to make sure that our little special guest isn't on here yet. I don't think she's on here yet. Okay. So you guys, there's a big contest this month. If you have not heard about it yet from your upline, you're going to hear about it from me right now. We've never done a giveaway this big, and this is not Wrapping Legends contest where there's 8,000 different people that could win. This is just our team and Lauren Koch's team. So we're going to have at least $500 cash prize. It's probably going to be more than that, but I'm going to go ahead and just say that it's 500. And if it ends up being 800, then that'll be great. But for now, we're going to say it's 500. And the second prize is going to be a big product basket. So all of the leaders are putting into this for you guys to make it a really cool, a really awesome prize. So here's how you win. Here's how you get an entry. Get your box to 400. It doesn't matter if you're signing up customers and you're moving those customers. If you don't have a distributor, then just work on yourself and getting your volume to 400. That's orders. That's your orders, your personal orders. If you're 150 away and you want to get an entry in the contest, then you buy $150 worth of product and you be at 400. You take a screenshot, send it to your upline, you get an entry in the contest. If you have distributors under you and you help them get to 400, let's say you have Molly, Jones under you, and Molly Jones doesn't do a darn thing, but you put customers under Molly, you put orders under Molly, maybe you order some stuff and you put under Molly, she gets to 400, you get 2 extra entries because you're the one that got her to that volume. So you could end up with multiple entries. There's no limit on how many entries you can get. So $500 cash, and then we're going to do a second drawing that's going to be for a big product basket, a bunch of free stuff. So that's the biggest contest we've ever done. I'm super excited about it. And the only thing you have to do is what you should be doing anyway to build your business, but you have an extra incentive. And I think it's fun to win stuff like that. So anybody's eligible to win. There's nobody that has a huge advantage over anybody else. So just work your business basically, and you can get entered into to win that. Okay, just really quick, I'm just going to check. Oops, I cannot minimize. Okay, well then. All right. Now, this month, you guys, it's a big month, big month. There's so many of you guys going for executive, going for Ruby, going for bonuses. Who's going for, there's so many cameras turned on. I love it. Who's going for Emerald this month? Raise your hand. Who's going for double promoting from Emerald to Diamond? Who's going to double promote? Oh, I see my little niece Quinn win. Hi. Okay, who's going to double promote and get 1,000 grand? I can't even talk. 11 grand. Who's going to double promote? Because I could see a couple of you. Nicole right there. She's going to double promote and get $11,000. Jessica Hernandez going for Diamond. There's so many of you guys going for big bonuses. There's a couple of you that could easily double promote to double Diamond and get 25,000, 15 and 10. That's pretty darn exciting. So basically there are 29 days in this month. We are not doing 31 days because almost all of you guys have kids. We're not going to push this to Halloween and be worrying about volume and moving orders and all that stuff on the last day of the month. Some of you have been through this promoting to ranks, and it can be a little stressful on the last day, and we are not going to be doing that on Halloween. So the day before Halloween, we don't want to do that either. We're carving pumpkins and going to whatever Halloween parties. So there's 29 days in this month. All of you that are going for promotion, you need to have it done by the 29th. The contest, the big cash giveaway, the 400, get to 400, it all ends on the 29th. As far as I'm concerned, this is February and this is leap year, and there's 29 days. So it's already the 2nd. So we have basically 27 days to get what you need to get done. Print out your steps to success. Print this out. You can print it out right off of eSuite and fill it out. This is my steps to success from August. This is my steps to success from September. This is also how I can keep track of my loyal customers to follow up with them, make sure they like their products and whatnot. So it's a really easy way. Oh, just got another response from somebody who I just cold messaged an hour ago that says, sure, I'll try it. I'm telling you, I don't get responses and then I'm on a Zoom and everybody wants to talk. Okay, and then this is my steps to success for I put wraptober. It's also wraptober, whatever you want to call it. So print that out. You guys put it in front of you. Decide what your plan is. I have my plan. It's IPAs. Hold on, I just want to make sure. Carrie, if you're on here, just type in the chat because I can't look at my messenger on my phone because I'm recording with my phone, which is kind of multitasking over here. Okay, but when you're on, just type in the chat and I'll unmute you. Okay, so IPAs. I've talked to a lot of you guys about this. We've had a couple of Zooms about it, but a lot of you are on that were not, there's a lot of new faces on here. So really quickly, I want to go over the IPAs. And what that stands for is income producing activity. So things that create income, things that build your business, things that build volume on your team, not wasting time. We literally do not have time to waste. I ate a power bar for lunch. Like every single hour I'm making it count because I know what's at stake and I know how fast the days go by. Don't wait until the 16th to freak out that I don't think I can hit Ruby. I'm too far. You would give anything to have those 16 days back. So you have them right now. So make them count. Don't waste them. IPAs. These are IPAs. I'm looking at my calendar right now. Checking declines every single day that affects your volume and your paycheck. Things like running your steps to success report, which is a report, I'll write on your eSuite, steps to success, and it shows you how many days all of your distributors have left to get faster qualified. Last month we had a lot better, but the month before that there was like $1,500 that people lost in fast start bonuses because you guys aren't always keeping track of how many days people have left to get those 2 loyal customers. So running those reports every day, being present on the team page, keeping up with things like this, thank you cards to loyals. A lot of people are doing that now. I'm personally going to start doing that as well to keep them after those 3 months, right? Because we don't want to lose them. It's a lot of work to get them and we don't want to lose them after 3 months. Live videos. You guys, I could talk for 20 minutes about live videos. Raise your hand if you have signed a distributor or customer because of a live video. Lisa Preby, Lisa Coleman, Casey, you guys, if you're scared, just Courtney has definitely signed people from them. Okay, if you're nervous about it, just do it anyway. You're going to feel better once you get it over with. They work so well. People can see who you are. They see your personality. They see your passion. They don't always have to be about it works. Do a funny live video with, your kids. Just do at least one a day. Get yourself out of your box and then start incorporating the business. Like I'll do a live video in my car right before I pull out of the driveway, showing people how easy it is to pour greens in my water bottle. And then I'll just say something like, oh my gosh, people keep asking me if greens are supplements. No, they're not supplements. So I just decided I'll show you guys what they are, what they do. Haven't been sick for 2 years, blah, blah, blah. And then it could just be as simple as that. Every single time I welcome somebody to my team, I'll do a live video afterwards and just tell everybody, oh my gosh, I'm so excited. Sally Smith just joined my team. I'm going to help her get her $500 bonus. Like, just do live video, wrap yourself live. I was terrified. I'm not super excited about my stomach to this point in my life. And I still did it. Yes, I stood pretty far from my phone like Marla Hooch, but I still did it. And it was scary, but I got like 25 viewers on that video, more than I've ever had on a video. So, anyway, just do it. Get yourself out of the box. I wrapped my husband yesterday on a live video. He definitely did not want to do it, but what's at stake for you? Why are you doing this? What are your goals? If it's a $500 bonus and a $500 monthly paycheck, is, what's that going to do for you? If it's $900 average emerald paycheck, if you're going for diamond and 10 grand, let me just tell you guys, because a lot of you on this call are going for diamond this month. It's worth it. You have to get out of your comfort zone or you're not going to get there. You have to put away your excuses. Maybe you're not going to go to the movies this month. Maybe you're not going to go to the 5 parties that you're invited to go to. I've been invited to like 3 things already coming up this week, and I'm not going to any of them because I have too many things on the line this month. I'll go next month. I'll go, the rest of my life. I'll sleep when I'm dead. I'm not trading the chance to earn what's on the line for, to go to the movies or whatever. So, I'm just going to check my messenger really quick, make sure that she got the login info. Okay. So anyway, it does take sacrifices. It does take, you got to make a plan and you got to work your plan. I forget who said this, so I'm not taking credit for it, but if you fail to plan, you plan to fail. And it's true. There are so many people, need to keep recording. There are so many people that, 10 days before the end of the month, and they're like, oh my gosh, I still need like 5 people on my team aren't doing anything. Those 5 people on your team weren't doing anything 2 weeks ago. So, it's okay. I built myself to diamond, you guys. No one placed customers under me. Nobody gave me volume. I just hustled. And here's how I got there. I got over myself. I got over my fear of doing parties. I drove to my first party with my hands like this, shaking. They were shaking. I was terrified, but I got 5 loyal customers that night. I pretty much hated every minute of that party because I just was so anxious and nervous, and I didn't really know any of the people there. But I drove away feeling like $1 million. And I got home and I had 5 loyal customer forms filled out, and I entered them in, and I felt amazing. And I hit diamond 5 days later, and it was worth it. So, this week I'm doing a party next week. I don't even know very many people out here, but I'm still going to invite everybody that has, a pulse to come to my house and drink caramel apple sangria and whatever else I can do to get them here. And I'm going to party my butt off. I'm going to have a party the week after that. If people say, no, I can't make it, then I'll invite them to the party that I'll have the week after that. And that's not how I'm working my business every month, because I work my business on social media for the most part. But for this month, when you're pushing for a bonus, when you're pushing for a promotion, you need to do something you haven't done yet. If you got to Ruby and now you're pushing for Emerald and Diamond to double promote, you better be ready to do stuff that you didn't do to get to Ruby, because the paycheck is quadruple the Ruby paycheck. So you have to work harder. You don't work the same amount and then start getting a $4,000 paycheck. It doesn't work that way. So, okay, I'm going to introduce our guest. You guys, Carrie Moten is a triple veteran in the company. She's almost presidential. She's a total beast mode. I love her to death. She's taught me a ton since I moved out here, and I've signed up so many people last month because of the tips that she gave me. So she agreed to come on, and I'm going to unmute you, Carrie.
Hi, guys.
And take it away. You guys take notes if you can.
Okay. 2 things. For some reason, Zoom on my PC in my office hates me today. It keeps kicking out. If it drops me, I'll just go back on my phone, and it's so much easier. So don't worry if it drops me. Second of all, my son only has interest in me when I Zoom. So you will see him 1,000 times, hopefully not naked. Hopefully not. If so, I'm sorry.
I'm in my indoor right now.
No, you're not. Get out of here. Yeah, see, he threatened it. Just don't judge, please. So I kind of come in, I guess, with the motivation, inspiration. A lot of times I think when your head is down and you're so focused on a goal, it's sort of the equivalent to like being at the base of a mountain. And I mean, you know, if you look at the top of the mountain, you're like, how in the hell am I even going to get there? And a lot of times it's those blinders on, and it's taking it day by day. So I have a couple of, I guess, strategies. I have a couple of things that I always remind myself of when I get into a funk, or when I get, I don't know, intimidated, or I feel defeated by a huge goal I've got going. And make no mistake, October is, I would say October is the most crucial month of the year. October is going to determine what some call the slow season. It's really gonna determine the momentum that your team has. If you can, against all odds, kick it into high gear this month, it will carry you through the year into conference. And conference is this major springboard. So make no mistake that October is crucial. I mean, they used to call it Rocktober. This month it's wraptober. October literally determines the way your fourth quarter goes. You can get into scramble mode in November, and you can hustle in December. No mistake about that. But October is a big damn deal. So with that said, the first thing I do if I got a major goal ahead of me, because everyone's human, the first thought is the goal you have. And the second thought is the fear of failing and all the BS that goes into your head, right? Everybody has, I don't care what rank, I don't care what they do for a living. Everybody has that little like angry, I don't know, I think it's a troll. Kind of like, oh, you're not gonna be able to do it, or you said to do it last month, or it looks too hard, or, you know, all of that. And so I always go back to the main question. Why did I join? Like at the end of the day, why did I join? I joined in August of 2013, so I'm a little over 3 years. For me, I was in radio, working in 2 different cities, waking up at 2:30 in the morning, driving to Phoenix from Tucson, doing the show from 5 to 10, my morning show from 5 to 10, racing back to Tucson to do a midday show from noon to 4. I had no life. Literally, I had no life. I worked 16-hour days for probably a decade and a half, and it was work to live. I was on the road when it was pitch dark, was coming home when it was pitch dark. I had AM nannies and PM nannies, and my oldest daughter was in, hold on one sec. Hold on, see? So, now, told you, welcome to my life. I had AM nannies and PM nannies. My oldest daughter, Alexia, since 2nd grade, has been student council president, 2nd grade, 3rd grade, all the way. She was middle school student body. She was her senior year student body. I have made 3. I've made 3 pep assemblies where she got to speak to the entire class. I mean, I missed it all. I gave birth to my son in 2010, and I literally sat in the hospital like, I have no idea how, but I'm gonna be home with you. Like, I'm not gonna miss a minute. I can't do it again. And then thankfully wraps came in. So my initial goal was $500 a month. That's, you know, pretty typical for people who join. And I thought, if I can make $500 a month by the end of 2013, joined in August, gave myself about a 5-month cushion. If I can make $500 by December, maybe I can go part-time in Phoenix. Like, maybe I can be in Tucson more, and maybe I'm not having to drive like crazy, and my son can be home with me and all that good stuff, right? I ended up getting the $500 goal I set 5 weeks later. I went Ruby 3 weeks later. I went Emerald 5 weeks later, and I sat at Emerald for October, November, and December because, as you guys know, the good bonuses are announced at conference. So I loaded volume, and the good bonus was announced January like 16th or 17th, and I went diamond January 25th. But don't think for one second that it was easy. I'm a red, so I still to this day have never read a comp plan. No. I mean, I'd be bald. I'd pull all my hair out. I really came into it with so much passion and so much excitement and so much ignorance. Like, I just didn't know. I didn't even take time to look through the products. For the first 6 months I was with this company, you know how when you get your business builder kit, they give you like a 10-pack of catalogs or a 5-pack of catalogs? It came upside down, right? So I pull the catalog out of the business builder kit, and on the back of the catalog are 3 packs: wrap pack, skinny pack, and I think it's now what, the it pack or the fit pack. I didn't even open the catalog. I'm like, all right, here we go. For 6 months, if you told me that you just lost a ton of weight and you just wanted to tone, tighten, and firm, I told you about the wrap pack. If you told me I had 15 to 20 pounds to lose, I told you about the skinny pack. If you were like, I don't know, get lipo or get a trainer or Orange Theory or HCG, if you didn't know, I totally got you with the fit pack. That's what I stuck to. And I kept it super, super simple. As you get a team and get into management mode and the goal gets bigger, obviously that gets a little crazy. But if in those moments where you're feeling yourself down, you know what you have to do this month. You know, Jenny's an amazing leader. So I know that every one of you has the exact, like you have, I'm sure you've got the visual of what you need. And I always go back to this in those moments where you feel defeated or, okay, well, what happens if I don't do this? Or, you know, all the noise in your head. This is what I say to myself. I swear, this is what I say to myself. Am I a trust fund baby? Is Publishers Clearinghouse coming to my front door? Do I have a winning lottery ticket? This is it. This is it. There's no one's coming to save me. If I want to take this business, which obviously the default is my life, to the next level, it's on me. I mean, I can hide from it, you know, I can take a year to get to diamond. I can make up a million excuses, but at the end of the day, there's only one way through it, and that's through it. So that was the big thing for me. That's the first thing I always tell myself. The second thing is really figure out where you are. Whatever goal it was that you set for yourself in the very beginning. Mine was $500. So at some point, as you're getting ready to like get yourself geared up, you're like, hey, did I reach my initial goal? Did I, you know, am I there? Am I good? And if not, make a plan. Seriously. If you are, set a new goal. And, you know, I always tell people, I always tell my team too, you didn't get this far to just get this far. There's no, you didn't fight through whatever you've been through. I mean, every one of us has joined this company and you had your skeptics and you had your non-believers and you fought like crazy to build a team and then they flaked on you. I mean, we've all had that. But like you didn't go through all of that to get here, to only get here. It's not your final destination. It's not, okay, you know, I've got $3,000 in bills, but I mean, I guess I'll settle for a Ruby check. No. But I will tell you, I have a quote. If I could pick up my computer, I would show you guys. I have a quote that hangs above my doorframe in my office. And it's a constant reminder because the vast majority of people do not know how to get out of their own way. Okay? So I have this reminder above my door, and it says, you will never get more than you think you deserve. If you're in a situation where you're paycheck to paycheck and you're super struggling and there's stress and chaos, I'm telling you, if there's somewhere inside, you think that the life you have now is the best it gets. You think it's what you deserve. And a lot of that just takes internal work, but you have to take ownership of that BS to be able to like scoot it out of the side so that you've cleared your path. Which you really won't. If every day you wake up and you're like, okay, I'm Ruby and like I'm telling people I want to be diamond, but like I don't see how, or I don't believe in it. Are you surprised every EOM that you're still at Ruby? Are you surprised that you're still at Emerald? You are never. Nobody is going to stop down and knock on your front door and go, hey, I know you think you should be a Ruby, but me and 15 people want to join your team because, well, we just see that you deserve more. You project that. You manifest that. So have a real moment with yourself. And by the way, everyone deals with that stuff. There's a reason it's above my door. I look at it every single time I leave this office. You are never going to get more than you think you deserve. I don't care if that's health and wellness. I don't care if that's, your fitness plan. If you firmly believe that on some level you deserve to be whatever it is, overweight, unhealthy, a terrible eater, chronic illnesses, it doesn't matter. If you believe that that's the best you deserve, there is no motivation to go out and do better. And the fact that you're on this call, the fact that you've joined It Works, it tells me that you know you do. So always be mindful of the ways we fear sort of, I don't know, it just, you're on the path and fear kind of hops in front of you and sets you up for failure. Push it out of the way and definitely keep going. This is the last thing. And I had this huge come to Jesus with myself and Jesus about a month and a half ago. And I will tell you that I sat in I'm not a crier. It's just not my thing. I think my tear ducts are broken, to be honest with you, because I'm not really a crier. But I had this come to Jesus about a month ago. I'm triple diamond. So I've got about 2,700 people on my team. Huge, right? And I'm my volume dropped 10,000. Maybe this wasn't for me, or maybe it's just here is the best it's going to get for me. And maybe I need to get back into radio and all that self-doubt. And here is what happened to me. I hope it makes sense. And it's pretty hardcore, but it's the honest to God, rubber meets the road truth. Everybody joined this business with a goal, right? And a reason why. And for the majority of us who have kids, our kids are our why, right? Or for me, it was putting my daughters through college. It took me 14 years to pay off my school loans. I do not want my daughters to deal with that, right? So I had a million whys. And I got to tell you that if you've set out on this journey, and fear has gotten in the way, or laziness, or, sometimes we get in these ruts where we're kind of blah, and you just kind of accept mediocre. You're just kind of here's where I'm at, and this is what it is. And I don't know, maybe next month I'll be feeling better and I'll go after it. Here's what I want you to know. You disrespect the people that love you, the people that are depending on you, the people that believe in you. You disrespect them every single time you are lazy or you let fear keep you from your goal. So in the moments where you're God, I should really get up right now and blitz that lady. She's talking about just having a baby and she's right there. I should just walk over there. Even if for yourself, you're scared, oh, she's going to cuss me out, or I'm going to get rejected, or, all that stuff that plays in your head. Even if that happens, think fast forward to looking at your kids or your pets or your parents, whoever it is that is banking on your success for a better life, for a legacy, for whatever it is. Imagine yourself looking them in the eye and saying, I'm sorry you weren't worth it. I'm sorry that fear was bigger than my need to take care of you. I'm sorry that what you need, what I want to provide for you wasn't big enough for me to go over there and talk to a stranger for 5 seconds. That's really what it comes down to. In those moments where fear steps in and it's this big angry monster and you're fast forward to looking your kids. For me, it's my kids. I have 4, 3 daughters and a son. And I'd rather have my arm cut off. It gets me emotional now. I never want to look at them and say, I don't know, it was 10 o'clock at night and I just fell asleep and a loyal customer called and you weren't worth staying up an extra hour. You weren't worth fighting, another day. I got invited to a movie when I had an opportunity to go blitzing or a rap party and you weren't worth putting the movie off. You weren't worth putting the blood, sweat, and tears. Nobody said this was easy. It's fast, that's for sure. It's the speed at how fast you move. So if those moments of fear, we all have them, you are so normal, trust me. If those moments of fear pop up and you do have the I don't know if I can do it for myself, I swear to you, all you have to do is close your eyes and imagine, for me, it's, 4 pairs of beautiful, big brown eyes that since the moment they came into this world, if somebody told me that, hey, Carrie, if you saw off your leg with no pain medication, and it will ensure that your children never feel hurt or loneliness or suffer in any way, I'm like, take it. I'm willing to do that. So where's the divide with just message 10 more people? Go meet that lady that, hit you up and you're like, I'll get to it next week. Or I don't know, you're having a bad PMS day or your kid didn't sleep last night. And so you've given yourself permission to, I didn't get any sleep last night. It's Monday. I'll get back to it Tuesday. Look your kid in the eye and say, I'm a little too tired to fight for you. I'm a little too tired. You weren't worth it. You weren't worth a little less sleep. You weren't worth a little more effort. You weren't worth me pushing through the fear and being courageous. That's what this is all about. It's what I know from the outside, it looks like we are slanging wraps on a street corner like those damn apartment sign flipper dudes. I know that. We all know it's so much bigger. It's so much deeper than that. And it really, for you, it has to be that big because that's what it depends on. Unless you've got Publishers Clearinghouse coming to the door any day soon. Who's coming to save you but yourself,
Those sign flippers, every time I see them, I want to get out of the car and go give them a flex card.
I know, especially it was raining and there was one out there today. I felt so bad. But, people think that that's what we're doing. They think we're taking over Facebook and it's so much bigger. It's so much bigger than that. My daughters were home 3 weeks ago. So my oldest daughter is 24. My middle daughter is 20. So they're sitting at the kitchen table. My oldest daughter graduated from ASU last May, 2015. And she's got I guess it's basically fine arts, but it's fashion design and merchandising. So she's in LA for a whole other industry right now. But they, for the past couple of months, have been working on this clothing line. And I call them both, I call Alexia Peanut and I call Selena Bean. So the clothing line, the brand name is Peanut and Bean. So they're sitting at the kitchen table. And do you think, they've got it all laid out, business plans, everything. And to be able to sit at that table with them and go, what is this startup big budget gonna be like? And so my oldest daughter was like, we're thinking $4,500 or so, something like that. So it'll take us some time to save up. To be able to pull out my business check and go, let's do it. I am a single mom. I had my oldest daughter when I got pregnant at 15, had her at 16. Do you think this was ever, I thought I was going to work 3 jobs till I died just to take care of them. The fact that I could sit at that table and fund their dream, that's what this is about. You want to tell me that that's not worth a couple hours less sleep and driving? I was in Glendale and Peoria and all over Phoenix. If you want to tell me that that's not worth it, I'm going to probably hit you with my car. It's worth everything. That's what it's about. To be able to provide opportunities. My daughters are not going to grow up and think that they're going to spend 35 years in a 9-to-5 and get laid off because the 9-to-5 is not going to lose sleep. I want them to have their own thing. And They've watched me do it. So guess what that did for them? Total courage. Why would they ever question doing it themselves? It's so much bigger than a skinny wrap. You have got to like embrace that. If it was a bowl of oatmeal, I would force feed it to you. That is, I want you to get it and run with it and let yourself be fired up because it is that serious. You probably may not have kids as old as mine, so you've got a little more time, but like at the end of the day, look them in the eye and tell them, I had the flu and I took medication and I'm just going to take the day off because you're not worth it. Okay. All right.
Carrie, what do you say to people that say that they don't have anybody on their team working?
Okay. If you've got anybody, I'm just going to, what?
I was going to say that's, because that's never happened to any of us, right?
None. At the end of the day, the promotion is yours. If you can get past the thing that like resentment, that burn, like, oh, I'm just like, she's a $400 and I had to fill her up. That like inside of you, we've all been there. Trust me, we've all been there. That's your ego. Okay? Tell it to get the fuck out of the mix. Because at the end of the day, you were put in the position that you're in to help others. And by default, you're going to get where you need to get. So get past the bullshit. No, nobody came into this business with an expectation of it being easy. Who told you it was going to be easy? That's like being pissed off at a contraction when you're in labor. Like, well, hold on, I did not know the baby was coming out this way. I mean, that's part of the business. And by the way, that is the grit. That's where you get your grit from, is the pushing. So it doesn't matter. Every time I sign a distributor, because I did, like early on, I did have that resentment, I would like have imaginary cuss out matches with people, not like to them, but like, you're personally enrolled and you're placing distributors and loyal customers and you're like so mad because you feel like I would have 7,000 PBV right now if I could keep all my else, all that, right? I started to do the exact opposite. I still do it to this day. Every time I get a distributor, I stop down, literally, in the moment, and I just give thanks. Because again, I could have 7,000 loyal customers. If I don't have anyone on my team, I guess I get the car bonus. I guess I get 15% off of that. But where the F am I going without a team? So if I never hear from you again, thank you. Like, thank you for helping me get a step forward. I'm here if you want to come with me, and not everybody's going to. I use the analogy all the time. Have you seen a picture when a marathon, they just have the Susan G. Komen. Have you seen the start of a Susan G. Komen race? There is like 10,000 mofos in that start. Have you seen the finish? There's like 4. Everyone is not supposed to finish this with you. If you look at our annual salary chart, there's a reason that less than 1% promote to diamond. It's not easy. It's not supposed to be. It is designed for the people that have that long-term vision and that fight in them and consistency and persistence and all of that good stuff. Not everybody has that. Maybe they join your team and they're an angel because they're helping you get a step further. So flip that mentality. I've had it. I'm a red. Trust me, I've had it. Flip that mentality into gratitude. It will ease your heart and it will literally propel you forward because you're coming from like, thank you for signing. You helped so-and-so get to Ruby and that means that so-and-so is an emerald and like, thank you. If they never do anything, thank you. It'll kill it for you. And again, nobody owes you anything. Nobody. Your last name's not Walmart, and distributors are not your employees. Okay, nobody owes you a thing.
Yeah, I agree. Okay, so I also want you to please take us through one of your million loyal customers and how you pretty much duplicate the same system every single day when you sign people.
With how I sign or how I get potentials.
How you sign a loyal customer.
Okay. So I keep it very simple. If there's any red personalities in here, you're probably very simple. I am not a word vomit girl. I'm not between all of us, I play a game with myself from the moment I message to closing them to processing their order, how fast I can do it. And I think my record is like 4 minutes and 12 seconds. And here's why. If somebody comments on a post, or, you know, you blitz somebody and they're interested, or they message you because they're interested, assume the sale. Assume it. Assume it. Think about when you want something. My God, what the hell? I just bought makeup, which is so stupid because I don't wear makeup, but it's that It Cosmetics. I don't know. I was up late and it was an infomercial. But here's the thing. I got online and checked it out. Do you know why? Assume the sale. I'm probably going to buy it. So if somebody reaches out to you, assume the sale. It's, this is what it is. This is what it does. Can I call you and get your order information? 3 sentences. It's all I stick to. They're not calling you because they want you to talk them into the sale. They're calling you or messaging you because they want it. So just, you're the person that I get it from. Can I get it? It's that simple. And I get very fired up. I think I have a vein in my neck now. Sorry. But it's that simple. I get messages from my team. I'm like the biggest harper on this because I will see people's messages and it's like this. You sent them an atlas. What I look like. And nobody read that. Nobody read all of that. This is what it is. I've seen my distributors. Sometimes they'll do, I feel there was a California distributor and it's like, and don't worry, the lead levels are really low in greens. And I'm like, asshole. Like, you're answering questions that nobody's asking. You're giving information that they don't need. They just want to purchase it. You've sold them. They reached out to you. Get them in that moment. Janny and I are alike in a lot of ways. Like, I will literally pull over to the scariest truck stop ever to sign. In that moment, do not tell them that you're going to get a hold of them at 5 o'clock because 2 things are going to happen. You have them in the moment. Remember, we are social media. We are wired for, we're all over the place. Multitasking brains. You have them that moment. A bill's going to pop up or the passion for it's out. They're done. Their interest is over. Stop anywhere. My kids, this was my first year in. The principal was like, I don't know what I could take because I went part-time at this point for my daughter's last year of school. She's like, hey, it's her senior year and she's got tardies. And I'm like, I'm sorry, I have to keep pulling over to sign people. And she's looking at me like I'm crazy. And I'm like, I'm sorry. I'm sorry my kid is late. Like, nothing stopped me from in that moment connecting with that person. And it's 3 simple things. This is what it is. So, okay, I saw your post about thermal fit. Like, tell me more about it. It's usually what I get. Tell me more about it. Okay. It's all natural. It's stimulant-free. I take mine 7 a.m. and 1 p.m. It doesn't make me jittery. It's so great with handling my cravings. I don't crave bad food or whatever. And the best part, my favorite part, is it's out of your system completely in 12 hours. It's $36. Do you want to do a 90-day challenge? I can call you in 5 minutes. I swear to God, I will pull up I don't know how, I could pull up my messenger and there's 100 of those. It's that fast. It's that simple. They don't want to be on the phone with you like, well, back in 1976, they found goji berry and no, they'll go on Wikipedia for that. 9 times out of 10, if they're messaging you, they already went to your website to check it out. They just want to talk to you. So it's that simple. It is that simple.
So somebody's asking, what cold message do you use? I've given everybody, you guys, the cleanse message that I signed up like 5 people last month. That's Carrie's message. Carrie gave me that message.
So I kind of do 2 different messages, DTs and LCs, and people don't believe my DT message. I tell them I've done many a Zoom, and I'm telling you this is my DT message. Are you ready? Got a pen and paper? Super complex. In all caps. I want you on my team so bad. That's it.
I believe it.
Nobody never not replies. Yeah, 2 negatives. I think I said that right. Everybody replies. Everybody replies with a laugh. And here's the psychology behind that. You find me a person walking that doesn't love to be wanted. They all do. The idea that somebody has looked beyond and sees you as worthy and wants you to be part of something that you are killing it. That's all I've ever had to do. Okay, what does it mean? What do you know? I've got this, I got that, I'm busy, whatever. And then we get to all of that. My DT message is always simple. I want you on my team so bad. I'm compelled by your Facebook groups. You just talked about going to Olive Garden and getting a meal, and like 6 people commented that they went there too. Like the level of influence you have, make money with it, you know? So then I start to get into just talking to them. But my DT message is super simple. I want you on my team so bad. I've never had anybody, I mean, I've had people not read it because I think a lot of people just aren't on Messenger, but anybody where they're, you know, that you see their icon drop down, I get like laughs. Okay, I know, I've watched your post. What do you do? It's just, for me, it's the perfect open up. I'm loud and crazy, so it fits my personality. And I do know other people that have used it and they're like, okay, it's going to backfire. And I'm like, it's not going to backfire. And it doesn't backfire. For LCs, yeah, I keep it pretty simple. And I talk the way I talk. I stopped using, would you be interested? I definitely don't use anything that starts with I need, because it's not about you. And I don't use immediately. I don't use spots. I have spots. I don't use that either. I literally, like how I would talk to you on the street. Hey, would you be down to try the cleanse? $36. You take it 2 times a month for 90 days. I'll give you all the information, but I'm going to do it in like a week. So if you order today, it'll get here and I can do it. We can do it together. Oh, okay. Where do I sign up? It is that fast and it is that simple. Hey, would you be down to try hair, skin, and nails? I'm totally like, I'm doing it and these are my results. Or, well, my daughter takes it. So my daughter, here are her before and afters. And I really want to get a good group together and do a, you know, first day, 30 day, 60 day, 90 day mark of where everyone's at. I would love for you to be a product model, you know, whatever, however you want to word that. But it's always, would you be down? Are you cool with? What do you think about, you know, I don't start with I need, because at the end of the day, I love our products. And so I want to share them. I'm not gonna my cold message, by the way, is my friends list. I don't know, there's like 7,000 friends on there. So I work through my friends list. I'm not, like people I'm not connected, like a true cold message. I don't do that. So my, I guess, warm cold message is very direct and it's very short and sweet, and you get a yes or a no and then you're out, you know? So I keep it super simple.
And somebody's asking, when you say, I want you on my team so bad, if they say, what is it you do? Which is usually what I would get is like, oh, well, what is it you do? What is your business? What is your response?
At that point, I am an independent distributor with It Works Global. We have kick-ass health and wellness products. My favorite, I usually will give 1 or 2 of my favorite, and then immediately it's $99 to join my team. That gets you your website. That gets you your business builder kit. You're going to get all your training and marketing materials, and they're going to give you a free 4-pack of wraps. You get that business builder kit, and you and I hit the ground running. I have a huge network. I'm here to help you. I'm there every step of the way. I immediately go into the, like, I guess it would be considered the sale. I guess I don't necessarily. I joined this business without trying a product because I saw the potential. And for me personally, I want a team. I want a team of that. I want the race. You want hungry people. So for me, that's the way I steal. But I'm very light on the details. I'm going to train them. So I don't need to sit and tell them about every product we have. And, you know, I've seen messages, well, the company started in 2001 and got the wrap in 2008 from this little Italian guy, and we're debt free, and the CEO owns the island. Oh my God, like stab me. No, this is what I do. I started here with this goal. I'm here now. I want you on board because I'm going there. Let's do it. $99. This is what it gets you. This is what it does. Can I call you and get your order? Super fast, super quick, super simple.
And this is why I told Carrie that if I wasn't already signed up 2 years ago, I would have signed up with her like 5 times already.
You need my team is like, oh God, like after our Zooms, they're like, wait, we need a nap. I'm like, I just told you not to nap. But yeah, I get it. I get it.
Oh my gosh, Carrie, you're amazing. Love you to death.
I know, I'm excited. So are you guys all fired up this month? Jenny has a huge goal for all of you. She can't do it alone and you guys can't either. So I hope that even if you can't get fired up, or I don't know, last month was rough, or any any obstacles you had in September. I hope that you can put on your, like, what, don't people wear like a foil cap because they think aliens are going to get it? Put on your damn foil cap and focus. Because I'm telling you, I worked in radio for 15 years. Oh, I feel like I'm 90 years old saying that. If I had a stellar month and our ratings were first and clients were, you know, banging down the door to get ads, I got the same pay. Same pay, salary, same fucking pay. Nobody came in like, hey, you really kicked ass this month. We're going to give you a hell no. Are you kidding me? I mean, the whole corporate America is the most amount of work for the least amount of money, right? Nobody was coming to give me my due. The idea that you work in an industry, in a business that you can bust your ass for 30 days and it's in your bank account 15 days later, like, at every commission check, it blows my mind. What you do in these next, 29 days or whatever it is, what you do in these 29 days, you will see 15 days later. That's insane. It is also works against you if you're lazy. I will say that too. Like, if you don't do anything in 15 days, don't be pissed off that your check went down. Like, what you do now, rest from the 1st to the 13th of next month. For now, like, don't stop until my dad always says, don't stop till there's blood on the table. I'm not suggesting that, but like, that feeling at the end of the month of like, you are so exhausted. You didn't think you could do it and you pulled it off. Are you kidding? I'm not a guy, but I totally have a boner. Like, are you kidding? Like that? There's no greater, I don't care what anyone says, there's no greater feeling than you are against the odds. You don't even know if you're going to make it and you pull it off. Get that. I don't know if they could sell that as a drug, but it's like the best feeling ever. So get that, fight for that. That builds self-esteem and that cements the idea that, like, dang, I didn't think I was going to do it this month and I did it. It must mean I'm supposed to be here, you know, kind of a thing. So fight for it. If Janny tells me that I spent time with you guys on this Sunday and in 2 weeks you're like farts in the wind doing nothing, I might have to come back. You really don't. You don't want that. Especially because in 2 weeks I'm ovulating, super grumpy. No, you don't want that. So do it. Not for you, for your kids. If not for your kids, fight with Janny. She's fighting for you, with you. If not for Janny, just because you don't want some crazy black girl calling you in the middle of the night. You said! Like, you don't want that. Trust me.
Oh my gosh. All right, Carrie, thank you so much.
Absolutely.
You can stay or you can go. I'm going to give our contest information.
Ooh, what's your contest?
We have at least $500 cash giveaway. It might keep going up, but right now it's at $500.
Ooh.
All they have to do is get to 400 to get an entry. And if they help anybody else get to 400, they get 2 more entries. So there's unlimited amounts of entries. And you guys, the second place is a huge product basket. So you're basically having a carrot dangled in front of you that you should be building your business anyway. So I never got $500 for getting myself to 400 in volume. I'll tell you that. I never got a Ruby bonus. I never got a bonus.
I tell people all the time, I got a slap on the ass and a high five. I'm like, go get Emerald. Okay, thanks.
I did not get a diamond bonus. I didn't get 10 grand. I busted my butt that whole month. I had parties I didn't want to have. I had anxiety. I had shaking hands. I had nights till 2 a.m. Last night I worked until 3 a.m. charting many of you guys. By the way, there's a stack of charts that I worked on last night. And I didn't get 10 grand for going diamond. So if you're not hungry and if you don't want it that bad, then I don't know how to make you want it. I can't make you want it, but I can tell you that when you see a paycheck that has a comma in it, when you see your name and it says qualified and you're waiting for the volume to change at the end of the month and you see that, you know, diamond or double diamond, there's nothing like that. And it's not like another job where you work really hard just to keep your job. You work really hard and you get paid. Who can just walk in? I mean, you guys, we've screenshotted our checks. If you want to see them, they're in Wrapping Legends just to show you guys that it's real. Because there's so many people that are like, are people really making this money? There are screenshots in there so that you can see that it's real. And that those amounts are, anybody can go get them. But you have the people that get those commas in their paycheck, they're not making excuses. They're not going on 3 vacations a month. They're not watching, marathons of Law and Order. They're not reading magazines. They're working their butt off. They're getting up early. They're staying up late. They're messaging people. They're not focusing on the people that don't want it. They're not focusing and complaining about their distributors that don't work. We all have a ton of distributors that don't work. It's just network marketing. It's the law of averages. You're gold miners, you guys. I've said this and I'll keep saying it because I'm obsessed with this analogy. You're gold miners. You're in the gold mine and you got your hard hat on and you got your pickaxe, and mostly what you're going to get is clods of dirt. Mostly what you're going to get is dirt under your fingernails and sweat, but you're doing it for the gold, the little tiny nuggets of gold. And in this company, you only need 5 of them to make more than a surgeon a year. You only need to find 5 little nuggets of gold to make more than a 40 grand a month. And that's just the average. You can make plenty more than that. So if that doesn't make you excited and make you want to go after it, I don't know what else to tell you to make you excited, but you got to fight for it. If you haven't been to a corporate event, get yourself to one. Conference tickets go on sale in 14 days. Get the money, sell some old jeans on Craigslist or whatever you have to do. Sell some wraps, which also benefits your business. Get a ticket and get your butt in that seat, because you will get fired up. I cannot even tell you. I've been twice to Florida to corporate events, and both times I promoted within 6 weeks. Tell me that's a coincidence, because it's not. It's insane. There's just something about being there and hearing what, just absorbing the energy in that room is just an amazing thing. I'm so excited. So just get your plan together. We have 27 days because, as I said before, for me, this month has 29 total days, not 31. Most of us have kids, so we're not messing with volume on the last day of the month. Work your plan. The 10 days of 100 messages starts tomorrow. I'm going to post some messages, and Carrie's cleanse message is still working for me. Since this Zoom started, I've had 3 people respond and ask questions about it. So I'm going to make that one of the messages for tomorrow. I would encourage you guys to use it because it totally works. And the response is also included. And you don't always want to copy and paste, but it's just there for you to get an idea of your response. You need to kind of go with the flow on who you're talking to, but, print out your steps to success, print out your loyal customer forms. If you work in a busy office, bring those forms with you. That's how you're going to sign people. Do not give out your website. Have them, if you're in person with somebody, you tell them, fill out the top part of this. I will put it in for you later. It's going to ship to your house. That is literally word for word what I said at my salon when I was too busy to even breathe or go pee sometimes. But I would multitask and get those people to sign up so that when I got home that night, I would have loyal customers to enter in the system. So work on your calendar, get those income producing activities, and get at least 10 of them a day done. This month, I'm going to double my efforts. If you want to double your paycheck, triple your paycheck, triple your efforts. You can't do the same thing and then expect a $2,000-$3,000 check to just appear in your e-suite. You have to put in the effort, and earning that check and fighting for it. I don't care if people turn off their auto shipments. I don't care if distributors quit. I don't care if your family isn't being supportive. Whatever it is, just go like this and don't pay attention to it and just do it and fight for it. That's why Mark Pentecost, our CEO, says, fight for it. Get out your fight, because this is a fight, because people don't understand this business. They just want to say, oh, it's a pyramid, or it's this or it's that. But the truth of the matter is, network marketing is growing so fast as an industry and taking over. Half the people that I message will message me back and say, oh, thanks, girl, but I'm actually in a representative for such and such company, and it's a freaking network marketing company. You know how many people are jumping on network marketing because they realize that they're sick of getting paid crap for working till they're 65 to have nothing. People are figuring that out. They're figuring it out really quickly. So be on the offense and fight for this, because you can be a top earner. There's plenty of room at the top. There's only 100 ambassadors right now. 5 years from now, there's probably going to be who knows how many thousands of ambassadors. So go be one, So anyways, recap: conference tickets, 14 days, you guys, posted on the team page. You have 14 days to get the money together. Last year, they didn't give us a notice. They just announced it and you had to just pay for them. So this year we got 2 weeks to get the money together for conference. Get your plan together, get your boxes to 400, message your distributors, fire them up, tell them about the contest for the money. It might get past 500. Right now it's 500, but it could easily end up being 800. Who knows? But get people fired up for that, and look for the messaging challenge to be posted in the next hour on the team page, and just be hungry, you guys. The corporate call is at, I think it starts, usually it's at 6 p.m. Sometimes it's 9 p.m. Eastern, sometimes it's 8 p.m. Eastern, but go onto Pam Souter's page, because when I don't know what time something's at, that's where I always go. So go to Pam Souter's page. The Sunday night It Works family call is in the next 2 hours. So just make sure that you guys are on that. If you weren't inspired enough, then something's wrong with you. But I always get totally inspired by those Sunday night calls, announcements, and all that. So anyway, you guys, thanks for being on. We're going to do this again, same time, same place, next Sunday at 3 p.m. Pacific. We'll just keep it the same so that everybody knows. And thank you so much, Carrie. So much. I think that I know I'm super inspired. I'm going to message like 9,000 people tonight and filling this coffee mug back up.
Oh, there it is.
But you guys, 27 days from today, we're going to be having a big old online virtual party. And 6 weeks from now, when those of you who promote, those of you who hustle right now, 6 weeks from now, on the 15th of November, when you get your first paycheck for whatever rank you're going to hit this month, when you get that check, we're going to do this again, and it's going to be a celebration. So you're either going to be glad you did, or you're going to be bummed and wish that you had. So decide which one you're going to be, because I know I'm going to work my tail off this month, and I'm going to be celebrating next month. So I want to see all of you guys there too, and I love you guys with all my heart, and I hope that everyone has an amazing Sunday.